Hey everyone, Stephanie here, coffee drinker, book lover, and reviewer of many things, and happy new year! I realize that it's the 4th. I should have made, it's gonna be the 6th for you when you get this video. My plan was to do a few videos from last year, but, here we are, in this mess. So I'm gonna start with, backstory of why I didn't make any videos for the end of the year, and then I'm gonna go on to what I got for Christmas, and then I'm gonna tell you my top 5 to 10 books from last year that I read, and that's gonna be the end of the video. Okay? So, if while you're watching this, you like this, give me a thumbs up, and if you think that I'm someone that you're gonna want to watch, or maybe you can't finish the video right now, you can subscribe and come back later. So, it's 2026, guys! We made it! I'm so excited. What happened? First off, we had Christmas, but before Christmas, my husband was gonna take my car to get a tire looked at because it kept going flat. And the last time it went flat, it went like to the rim flat. And took a really long time to air up. But he had a day off, so he was gonna take it to get the tire looked at so we can get it fixed, because it's dangerous to have the air leaking out of your tire while you're driving. And I have the kid with me usually. Most of the time. 95% of the time. So he was gonna take the kid with him because I was going through our garage. I'm pointing towards the garage. You can't see the garage, but I was pointing towards the garage. I was going through it because I know I've seen that we have the the stocking holders, the ones that attach to the mantle of your fireplace. And this is our first year having a fireplace, and I was like, oh, I get to use them. I'm so excited. So I was going through all the boxes because they weren't in the Christmas box. They weren't in the, what? What? In what mind? Anyway, why didn't I not put them there? I don't know. I should have as soon as I saw them, but I didn't. Anyway, so he was gonna take her with him, and then I was like, oh, it's the last gymnastics day. Leave her here, let me give her a bath before she goes, because gymnastics we get back late and then there's no time for bath time. And he's like, okay. So I couldn't find the stocking holders, and I came in and he left. And I got an alert on Life 360. We have Life 360. And it said that he had come to a sudden halt or a stop. I can't remember. And then a few minutes later, I got a phone call from him saying that he got in an accident and that my car was probably totaled. My car had been with me for 11 years. I was grateful that he was okay. It could have been worse. It could have been so much worse, and I'm so glad that he is alive and his injuries were minor. So the road that he was on, the speed limit is 65. And there's a lot of dirt roads off to the side, and apparently the person who was driving towards him, on the road, was like, oh, that's my turn. And they just turned and crossed in front of him. She said she wasn't looking. She wasn't paying attention. She just was like on autopilot, I guess. And, it was so fast that he didn't have time to slow down, and he slammed into her. But it was her fault. My thought is if she was in a car instead of a Jeep thing, she might not have survived. So because where he hit, my car is small. My car was my car was, closer to the ground. Anyway, thank goodness he didn't take our kid with him. And so he was taken to the hospital because he had some spots on his leg. Apparently when my airbag deployed, all of the stuff inside, I don't know what that stuff is, it went down, and so his leg got burned and he had some really bad bruising and some stuff, his hands were a little burned. Um but other than that, it's okay. Um my car is not. My car did come back as totaled, and we had to get a new car seat, and luckily we had a car at his sister's house that we've been trying to sell, and I think that we found someone to sell it to, but now I need it until I can get myself a new car. I just I am set in my ways, I guess. I've driven the same car like most of my driving career. Since I was 18, let's see, 18, and then for a few months I had a Nissan, and then I had a Ford Taurus, and then I had the Ford Fusion. So I'm just stuck in my car. I like my car. um so we've been wanting to get a car that for me that has like a backup camera and some more sensors and stuff, just for safety reasons since I have the kid with me 95% of the time. uh, and the cool thing is now her new car seat, if you don't know the car seat rules, if the car is in an accident that the airbag has deployed, or the car is totaled, because apparently you can turn off your airbag. Don't do that, that's dangerous. But you can. I don't know if you can on the steering wheel, but apparently sometimes it doesn't deploy. But if the car is totaled and there was a car seat, even if your kid wasn't using the car seat, that car seat is no good anymore because the force that the car went through could have strained the straps that are holding the car seat in. It's a whole thing. And then my insurance told me that uh if there's a wreck on your record and it's the car that had the car seat in it, and then you get into another accident and the car seat doesn't hold, they might not cover the expenses of the child. Any harm that comes to them. And to me, that's just sad and scary. So we got a new car seat, but the cool thing is, up until June 2025, car seats were only, what are the oh my gosh, what is it called? Where they do the testing, the crash tested for front and rear accidents. And after 2025, June of 2025, now they also have side impact protection also. And I was like, awesome. That means that her car seat is safer now than it was. But we also have less siding now. I don't know. It's because she doesn't need to be in like a car seat. She's in like a straight back booster seat, but she still needs the 5-point harness because she doesn't weigh enough, but she's 5. She's just a small 5-year-old. So we'll figure it out. It's all good. Anyway, and so with that stress and with getting Christmas set up and then trying to figure out how I'm going to get all of the food and the presents before Christmas now that I don't have a car, and I just got overwhelmed and it took a lot of my brain power. So here I am now on the 4th coming to you with a whole bunch of stuff, and I have videos set up for the rest of this week for sure. And no, I didn't finish my 2025 reading challenges. Don't I'm not even worried about it. I am reading 2 of the books that were from that challenge, but it's over with. It's done. It's fine. So now that I got all the stressful stuff out of the way, let's move on to my Christmas presents. Okay, so first, my mommy gave me this bracelet. It's so cute. It makes it, oh, it's kind of blurry, but it's just a stretchy little bracelet. She got one for herself and one for my sister, so we match. And I got the Harry Potter Monopoly game. It was really fun to play. One of the cards like you get to choose your house. If I didn't bring it. It's in my cabinet of games. We got to play it already with my friends. Literally they came over and it was like, "Hey, I got this new game." So we played with them. And you pick a house, so your Hogwarts house. I was a Gryffindor, and my friend was the Ravenclaw, and then her husband was a Hufflepuff, and then my husband was the Slytherin, which he is. Um, and one of the cards that you can pull, the community cards and like the what's the other cards? Anyway, they're all together in little letters, like howlers or regular letters, and like it's on a little stand that has Hedwig. It's so cute. I absolutely loved opening this thing. And one of the cards was like go to gel, or like go past go, all of that stuff. And then at the very bottom was like, or if there's a Slytherin playing, you can send a Slytherin to jail. And I was like, hey, hun. It was fun. I really enjoyed playing it. I also got these lights that are gonna go back there in my I don't know how much is here, but I'm gonna start putting them over there to light up my background. I'm so excited about that. And then I also got this cup. On the side it says, "It's a good day to read a book." I love it. So that is my Christmassy stuff. And now I'm going to tell you about my reading stats for 2025. I love Storygraph. I like that it graphs it all for you so you could see. So last year, and this is not completely true because sometimes I listen to like short books and I didn't put them on here. But I'm not gonna make that mistake this year. I read 46 books, which was 15,077 pages. Mostly mysterious books. That was more than 20 of my books. And my dark and tense books. The main genre that I read was fantasy, but I had a little bit of everything. Author most read was Carissa Broadbent, because I read 3 of her books in a row, I think. And the most books read was in December because I listened to a lot of Christmas books or wintry books, like all of the free ones. I'm just like, oh, that one, pop it in my ear. And most pages read was also in December. Sweet. My average star rating was a 3.95. That's probably because the ones that I just pop in my ear, I don't ever go and do all of the rating and stuff for them. So I guess I gotta get better at that too. Now let's look at the books, and I will talk about hopefully my top 5. So I think one of my favorite winter books was Impact Winter. It's actually considered like a book / podcast. It's in a weird area because it's fully cast. It's fully cast and it's like dramatized, so it's really good. I put it on because it was pretty much dystopian and vampires and futuristic, and I was like, I want to read that. And then A Murder Road by Simone St. James was really good too. That one was for my book club. And it was whenever I saw it, I was kind of sad because it wasn't a wintry book. This was our December read. It wasn't a winter book. It's based in summer. And I was like, but it ended up being kind of a ghost story instead of a thriller, and it was really good. I enjoyed that. Ooh. I'm going to be talking about this one later. It's called Odin's Child. It is the first book in the Raven's Ring by Siri Peterson. That was one of the books. I got the ARC for it from NetGalley, and I will be talking about that later. It is actually one of the books that I plan on making either today or tomorrow. I mean, videos. I'm so tired. Let's see. What Moves the Dead was pretty good, but it's one of those you really have to think while reading this book. It was by T. Kingfisher. I enjoyed it. I want to read the second one. Oh, Pumpkin Spice Cafe. It's not something that I normally want to read because it's not like spooky, it's not scary, it's not horror or thriller. There was a little bit of a mystery in it, but it wasn't it was a romance book. And I really liked that one enough that I am on the waiting list for the second book still. So I don't know what's going on. I have Boundless and I have Libby, and they both use my library card for the big library that we go to. But it hasn't been letting me check things out on Boundless. It says that I have 0 out of 0 checkouts remaining, but it says that I can hold a book, and I'm like, if I can hold a book, are you gonna give it to me whenever it's available, or are you gonna tell me I can't check it out? But Libby's working fine. I've listened to 2 books. I'm listening to a third one now. I've already listened to 3 books this year, guys. Like, I've been cleaning. I've been doing stuff. I've been working on something that I'm gonna share with y'all later. Oh my gosh, there were so many good books. Like I really enjoyed The Girl in White enough that I think I'm reading one of her books now, but I think I'm going to be reading another one. I think I put it on the reading challenge for preteen and teens for this year. So, I mean, um The Honey Witch was really good by Sydney Shields. Um I wish there was a second book in that. I wish there was a second book in the honey, like for the honey. Like I wish that world. I want to know more. Remember, it left me in that. I was like, for like ever. I just kept the way it ended. Just Um, what else did I really enjoy? What else? Um, the World of Lost Hearts series by Carissa Broadbent is a good series if you like fantasy. There's some romance in it and magic. The magic system is there. Once Upon a Broken Heart. How many books have I gone through right now? I'm gonna tell you about all 46 books. No, I'm just kidding. Once Upon a Broken Heart, I liked the cliffhanger so much, and I needed to know more. So it is going to be. I'm going to be reading the second book this year. Um, I'll tell you about that later, and in another video later. Um, Nothing to see here. Even though I rated it a 3.75, I still think about this book. Why? I don't know. It's not a horror, it's not a thriller, it's not a mystery. Um it does have magical realism in it, but it's a contemporary maybe I'm changing. Maybe I'm a contemporary girl now. Oh no. My whole life I've been a horror thriller girl. Okay. Anything with magic. The Spark of Everflame. So, Kindred Curse book 1. I will be finding book 2 to listen to. By Ash Oak and Thorn was really good if you're into middle grade books. I kind of want to read the second one of that one too. Where the Dark Stands Still by A.B. Porin. You know I can't pronounce names. I think it's Polish. Anyway, Where the Dark Stands Still was a really good book, and I still think about this book, and I still wish that there was more. Like, I feel like there needs to be a second book. Because of how it ended. Because of how it ended, there needs to be. That was so scary. Anyway, because of how, oh man, I clicked out. Because of how Where the Dark Stands Still ended, I feel like there really needs to be a second book in that series because there needs to be more. I need to know. You can't leave things like that open ended. I can't. The Overnight Guest was really, really good. I think about this one also. I almost listened to it again for my, for December. But I decided not to. Actually, I didn't listen to this one. I actually read it at the beginning of the year. But because there's a blizzard and you're snowed in, I almost got this one on Audible just so I could listen to it. And I didn't. Yeah. So those were my top however many that was. That I would recommend just like scrolling through my list. All of those are above a 4 in my rating. Except for Nothing to See Here by Kevin Wilson, which I think because I keep thinking about it, I might go back and raise that to a 4. but it's at a 3.75 right now. I honorable mentions. I also really enjoyed Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. The end was pretty good. A Lightning Girl by Alicia Dixon. And I listened to My Sister the Serial Killer. That one's nice and short. I feel like there should be a second book and that I would read it. I would keep reading. I can't pronounce the name of the author, but if you type in My Sister the Serial Killer, it'll pop up. I promise. I'll leave the picture here so you can see it. But those were the top books that I wish there was more of, or I will be continuing this series later in my life. So, that is pretty much the end of this video, but I wanted to give you an update on what's going on. So my next video is going to be a NetGalley video because I need to review 3 books, on there. Gotta get my score back up. It's been too long. And then, the video after that, I'm going to be talking about I made a book journal instead of buying one, and I'll explain why, and I'll go through so you can see what I'm going to be keeping track of. And that is pretty much all I have planned in the immediate future. I will have at least 2 book videos coming up soon also. I'm not sure how soon though. It depends on if I can get this working. Okay, last video I explained that my microphone wasn't connecting to my recording video thing very well. It kept dropping. So I have Audacity up over here, and I'm recording my voice while making the video, and then I'm going to put them together and save it, and then I'm going to go back and edit the video so that when I cut things out, it'll also cut the audio in the same place, if that makes sense, instead of trying to edit the video and then put my audio on and then I have to go through and fix the audio. See, I'm thinking ahead. That would be way more difficult. So my way is going to be easier. I think there's a way to get them to automatically connect, but I haven't figured that out yet. I am not that smart. So that is the end of this video. I am going to finish my coffee. It's cold now. I should have been drinking it while I was making this video. But I'm gonna finish my coffee. It's a little chilly today, so I have warm wishes. And then I'm gonna do dishes, and then I'll record the next video that I need to record, so that I can make sure that's posted. Ooh. Ooh. I think it'll be okay. I'm thinking about something and I don't think it's gonna add up. It's gonna be okay, I think. I'll just do a written. One of my NetGalley books that I'm gonna be talking about, it goes away from NetGalley because it's coming out. I'm not gonna tell you which one. I'm super excited about it though. So I have to finish that, and the video for it won't be coming out until after my chance to review it. So I might have to just do a typey review of the book. But you'll still get the verbal. So, I am reading Bunnicula to my kid, and I've got the book of, off of my shelf, the, Girl Who Ignores Ghosts. and I'm waiting for Anxious People from the library. So that's my books right now, and I will see you on my next video. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, comment below. What did you get for Christmas? Any ideas on how to make my recording process easier? I'd appreciate that too if you know anything about it. I don't expect many people to at least, I don't know, maybe. Not very many people I know anything about this. So, and did I say what did you get for Christmas? I think I did. What did you get for Christmas? What are you reading? And that is where I'm going to leave this. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. If you're not sure, you can go click my face bubble. It'll be down here somewhere. Unless you're watching it on TV, it's not going to be there. You're going to have to click the button up and then go over to my face. I've recently learned that. And click my face bubble doesn't work anymore. So subscribe if you want to subscribe. You can go check out my channel, see if I make videos you like. I do a lot of book reviews. I do some random reviews. I do places reviews sometimes. I do a little gaming. I haven't decided. I got a Nancy Drew game. I got a Nancy Drew game for Christmas. The Silent Spy. It wouldn't be the next one that I play, but I was really excited. I got a Nancy Drew game for Christmas to add to my Nancy Drew game collection. So I might be playing one of those soon-ish. I'm not sure. And share this video because sharing is caring. I forgot where I was going. I'm gonna let you go now. I'll see you on my next video. Bye!